You already know it's your boy, the Maniac. And man, oh man, on December 10th, Michigan fired Chiron Moore. Now, with that being said, you know the slogan. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Michigan has fired Sherrone Moore. Not because of performance, but because of inappropriate relations with a staffer. Now, Sherrone, he did it to himself. He did it to himself. No one to blame here. No one to point the fingers at, but himself. You did it to yourself, coach. In all honesty, man. And now a lot of things kind of make sense. During the season, the team was not well coached. The team was not disciplined. And that's due to the head coach not being there mentally. The coach was not there mentally. Why? Because he was worried about chasing some cat. He was worried about chasing cat. Come on, coach. After 2 seasons, you're done. First African-American head coach at the prestige University of Michigan. And this is the way you go out, man? No bueno. No bueno. Now, by it, this is not an NCAA violation. This is a Michigan University violation. This is an internal thing. You know, Title IX, I believe it is, can't have relations with staffers, yada, yada, yada. Y'all know the rest. I leave that to you gossipers and all of that, because that's gossip shit. But he did get fired. And it did not end there. According to news outlets, the 4,000 news outlets that reported this, he went to her residence, broke in, threatened to kill her and himself. Come on, coach. Like, you was already in the 6 feet hole. Now you in the 12 feet hole. You dug yourself a deeper hole. But it did come out that he suffers from mental illness. Now, y'all already know, most of you know, I live here in New York City. And New York City has a mental health crisis. There's people with mental issues running rapid through through the whole city, pushing people in train tracks, stabbing people, throwing feces on people. It's bad. The mental health crisis in New York City is horrible. I don't know about other states, but here it's horrible. Mental health is something you don't play with. It's a serious thing. So just to see some of the fans of other teams make fun of Chiron Moore, the mental health part, everything else he deserved. Cook his ass, meme his ass. He deserved that. Ain't nobody say cook him, violate him. It is what it is. I don't care. It's the mental health part. It's like, yo, bro, now there's kind of a line you got to draw. Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people, they got family members who suffer from mental illness. And like I said, it's nothing to play with. It's not a laughing matter. It's not a joking matter. You understand? I'm just talking about that part. I'm not saying don't troll him. But once, him being arraigned in handcuffs and they showing the video, it's funny that they show him but nobody else, right? No Kirk Barton, no Bobby Petrino, or whoever got these other people they done got arrested for things. They don't show that. Let's show Chiron Moore though. It is what it is. Again, the mental illness is serious. And it's funny, and I'm going to say this part is funny, not his situation, that people like Buckeye Scoop, Justin Spiro, like these guys are gossipers. At the end of the day, you guys are gossipers because what Sherrone did happens every day in America. It's just a man who cheated on his wife. Unfortunate. And then you got women who cheat on their husbands at work. Bro, it happens every day. Every single day. And somebody crashes out. Either the husband finds out about the cheating wife, or the wife finds out about the cheating husband. And somebody crashes out. The husband, the wife, the side person, whatever. Somebody crashes out eventually. And that's that. Like, oh my God, this story. Shut the fuck up. Like, and I get it. A lot of you guys never travel. A lot of you guys just stay in your town or city. A lot of you guys just haven't really experienced life. So everything is like, oh my God, I've never heard about this before. Seen something like this. Because again, if this was the coach at Purdue, if this was the coach at Northwestern, if this was the coach at Wisconsin, this wouldn't really be a serious issue. And I know, oh maniac, you just, I'm just calling it like it is. Because you guys said Michigan is irrelevant. You guys said no one cares about Michigan and your wins from when Christopher Columbus discovered America. Right? All these jokes. But yeah, when Michigan is in the news, they in the news. Damn, I'm a team that's so irrelevant, I'm just saying. But anyway, the Buckeye Scoops, the Justin Spiros, the gossipers, these guys are worse than females. Because at the end of the day, this has nothing to do with the NCAA. Wins ain't going to be vacated because Sherrone had inappropriate relations. These guys are just like, and you know why he texted her? What color panties you had on? Like, bro, really, grown men? That's what you're doing as a grown man. Worrying about why he's texting another female, a DMing. Who cares, bro? That's a man and a woman. Let him deal with that. But again, this is what they do. They gossipers. When it comes to their program, you know, when Michigan State had to vacate wins, what did people do? Yeah, you know, we have to vacate wins, but Michigan, and then it's back on Michigan. But it is what it is, right? Now, Sherrone is out. Biff Poggi has become the interim coach. He's 2-0 this season as the interim. He beat Nebraska. He beat Central Michigan. So, we've had signing day was last week, I believe, or early this week. I don't remember. As of right now, only two recruits have got let off their letter of intent. That was Bear I forgot his last name. Bear McGraw. I don't want to botch his name. And Ludwig, tight end. Ludwig ended up going to Texas Tech. I think Bear still hasn't found the team yet. So the aftermath, right? The aftermath of a coach being fired normally is players decommitting and players on the current roster entering the transfer portal. That's what Michigan must avoid, right? Must avoid that. We know Biff Poggi, he's a culture guy, he's good. As of right now, as of an interim, I think he's perfect. Of course, moving forward, obviously we're gonna need someone else. So, a lot of rumors. Bryce is gonna transfer. A lot of players are gonna transfer. We don't know. But that could be true. That could be true. Michigan is on thin ice right now. The program. It could go super left, or it could stay where it's at and trend into the right direction. So this is why who Michigan hires next is gonna be important. You got Dillingham from Arizona State. These are the candidates. Kalen DeBoer at Alabama. Who else? Jet Fish at Washington. Those are probably the three top candidates that have been brought up consistently. Jesse Mintz as well, former DC, who won the national championship with Michigan. At this point, look, we could go him. We don't know. Apparently, none of these guys. Apparently, Dillingham said that he's staying at Arizona State. He loves it. We know that's his alma mater. Kalen DeBoer, why would he leave Alabama for Michigan? Alabama's a... Bro, whatever. I'm not going to get into that. And Jet Fish. What's going on, my brother? All day. Will do. So, when we look at those candidates, of course, Kalen DeBoer and Dillingham is two coaches that really like, okay, we know DeBoer, he's a successful head coach. So he brings experience. He's coached that big time program. So coming to a place like Michigan is not going to be an overwhelming proposition. Dillingham, he's a young, innovative guy. Doesn't have the best record at Arizona State, but it just seems like he's trending in the right direction. And a place like Michigan, which he can have the resources and the backing of the regents and the donors and the fans, can probably be something that he needs. Again, that's if he chooses to come to Michigan. Jeff Fish was on Harbaugh's staff in 2016. So he's been at the university. He's a good offensive mind. He's done good at Washington, bringing in the best recruiting class they ever had. And they beat the blood out of Boise State last night. But look, man, if I had the choice of the three, I guess I'll go Kalen DeBoer, right? I just want the experienced guy, a guy who's also offensive-minded, right? Something that Michigan needs bad, especially the passing game. The running game, we're fine. The passing game is no bueno. So people also got to realize is that whoever's going to be the next head coach at Michigan, they're just not replacing a guy. They have to replace culture, they have to replace integrity, and they have to slowly remove that stain that Michigan has. And again, the university has brought it upon themselves. As a fan, I can admit that, right? This summer, Michigan was done with a scandal that they were involved in, the whole Connor Stallions, right? NCAA, no, you're keeping your natty, no wins are being vacated, right? And it's like, okay, good, let's move forward. And someone like Sherrone Moore should have known better, right? Like, yo, we got out of this. No, he didn't care. He jumped right back in the water with the sharks. Like, bro, you got bit before. You don't think you're going to jump in this water and these sharks ain't going to bite you again? But we already know what happened. That was explained. So this head coach has a lot this next head coach is going to have a lot on his plate, man. He's going to have a lot on his plate. On top of that, trying to keep the recruiting class that Michigan's had, which is a very good recruiting class, and obviously the current roster. So that going into next season is like, bro, as long as we get a couple of more pieces in the portal, bro, we could contend for a Big Ten championship. So that's another thing, as fans, we got to realize that whoever's considering this job is thinking about that. His agent, his family, like, Michigan is a mess right now. And it is somewhat a mess. The name, because it's just like, come on, bro, again, something else. So that's not easy, because that falls on you as a head coach. That falls on you. So whoever comes in, he's going to have to fix that, right? Make sure that this new head coach brings integrity, toughness, and discipline. Integrity, toughness, and discipline. Got to bring all three of those. Whoever's the next head coach at Michigan. Once that's instilled, then I think we're going to be great. Phenomenal. Michigan guys, NIL, the biggest stadium in America, one of the prettiest cities in America, high academic standards. So Michigan is a prestige university, man, with a lot of history. So it's whoever gets in there, and he's going to want to, and whoever takes that, he's going to want to be there, trust me. But Michigan needs to make moves. By this week, they must announce a head coach. It has to be announced. We can't wait any longer, man. You're going to get dudes that's going to start to leave. And we cannot have that. Because right now, like I said, Michigan is on thin ice right now. And we take the wrong step left, wrong step right, wrong step to the middle, could fall. That ice just collapse right underneath us, and it could be dark for Michigan. You know, so it's gonna be interesting what happens moving forward, man. But that's how the cookie crumbles, man. You know, the haters, go ahead, man, indulge in this. Cause you know, Bryce ain't coming to Michigan. You Michigan fans are delusional. Why would he want to hand off the ball? Well, he came to Michigan, and y'all was sick. Oh, it's okay. He's going to decommit once the hammer drops. The hammer didn't drop. You was sick. So now finally you beat Michigan for the first time in 6 years. And Sherrone cheating on his wife is, you know, a scandal. It's huge. You know, I guess, whatever. And that's what y'all celebrating. So celebrate, man. Y'all can celebrate that. We don't care. We going to be good over here, baby. Michigan. #1 brand in America. Yup. Top 3 best coaching job in America. Who's going to have the balls, though? Ain't scared. Man, don't be scared. Come in here and cook, next coach. So we'll see how it all plays out, man. Just had to speak my mind regarding that. Once Michigan hires their new coach, I'll definitely do a video regarding that. So anyway, it's your boy, the Maniac, and I'm out. 1, go blue.